Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. Well, today we continue our series on redemption and eternal life. In John chapter 12, we see a great many of the Jews knew that he was there, speaking of Jesus, and they came not only for Jesus' sake, but they might also see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests plotted to put Lazarus to death also, because on account of many of the Jews went away and believed in Jesus. Now Lazarus is in jeopardy too, because he is exhibit number one. Here's a guy with an awesome testimony that I was dead and for 4 days in the tomb, and I came out alive. And so this is somebody that the chief priest would like to get rid of as well. Then 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus had been dead, who had been raised from the dead. They made him a supper, and Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those who sat at table with him. And Mary took a pound of very costly oil of spikenard, anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the oil. And what I can relate this to, when you're cooking like Thanksgiving or making a big meal, and you go outside and then you come back in and the whole house smells of that cooking, that turkey or that ham, whatever you're baking. And it's just like such a great feeling. But here is Mary taking the alabaster box and breaking it over Jesus. And this fragrance is so strong that the whole house smells of the spikenard. And it's postulated that Lazarus would become the bishop of Cyprus. They found a first century tomb over which the church of St. Lazarus is built. And Lazarus, it says on the tomb, Lazarus 4 days dead, friend of Christ. And so the many suppose that he went to Cyprus and became a bishop. And so you talk about not only redemption, but here is someone who has not only taken on something that wasn't his, because although Mary and Martha were, much closer to Jesus, Lazarus was his friend, because his sisters described him as, the one you love. And so clearly Lazarus was a friend. And yet here he is now, Bishop of Cyprus, and probably someone who is serving the Christ. God bless you, and we'll see you again next time.